Howdy folks, so some of you have seen the magnums I'm working on, magnum pipes. Some questions have been asked. This was the second cherry wood. It started just small inclusion way down in here. But the problem with these is they're freaking, how deep is that? Just 2 inches or more. But these have to be widened out. So this one I did with the chamber bit. And what I do is I'll put the chamber bit into the chuck on the wood lathe and then run it into the chucks and then back the chamber bit out and spin it. So I make sure that it's running true. Then we'll start enlarging it. But the problem with drilling them that deep, when you get past about 1.5 inches, they want to start building heat and binding up. So this one is another one from my radiologist. See a little bit of inclusion right here still. But in order to drill this one, which is, geez, almost, it's 2.5, a little over 2.5 inches, 2 9/16 deep. So in order to drill that, I drilled as far as I could. Then I use, 7/8, 1 inch, 1/8, 1 1/4 inch Forstner bit. So I don't know if you can see. Do we have? Yeah, we have a LED right here. So you can see the stepped. So what I'm going to do with this one, when I chuck it up, we'll use that same Forstner bit and then chuck it up. Remove the Forstner bit, spin it up, adjust as we need to, so when it's spinning we don't see a blur line, we know it's centered. And I probably won't use a skew on this one. We'll probably use a 60 grit, 80 grit DA paper, coned up, and just, sand it out and then gradually smoother and smoother until we just get rid of that. So this is going to be quite large. And I use a hole saw to start while everything's lined up. You can see it runs about that deep. And that will be the profile. But then we can shape everything out. But I do that just to give myself a head start. On others, I'll use a hole saw, then cut off the excess, and then that gets put between centers after we've shaped the bowl. And we turn that to the taper or whatever face it off we want to do. So just a little explanation for those that were asking. And won't happen today. I gotta go to chiropractor, so we'll give updates as they come along.